Hi, Sean. Thanks so much for joining me today.
Of course. How are you, Michelle?
I'm doing well. Sean, would you like to quickly introduce yourself, share a little bit more about your business and what you do?
Sure. So I'm a bankruptcy attorney. I am one of five brothers. We all practice together here in Southern California. Been running my own business here for about 20 to 23 years, primarily helping people get out of debt, settling debts, anything from Chapter 7 to 13 to consolidation programs, settlement, you name it, we do it. We also go after creditors that violate various bankruptcy laws, the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. So, in a nutshell, we're helping people change the quality of life by getting rid of baggage known as debt.
Awesome. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive in. I had a few questions I wanted to ask you. So the first question that I had is, what was your experience like to generate leads through AdWords in the past before you started working with me?
So, in the past, I've dabbled in it myself, off and on, but I could never stay up with Google and all the nuances involved. So I would get in and then I'd get discouraged. I'd feel like I'm just wasting money. I wouldn't get, any return on the dollars. And that's when I came to you, Michelle, as I figured I need to talk to someone that does this day in and day out and is familiar with the process and knows how to run a successful campaign.
Awesome. And have you gone down the route of using agencies in the past for your Google Ads campaigns?
I have, and I was really hesitant to employ your office to do this, given the record I've had with them. But I guess there's always change.
Yeah, awesome. And then would you like to share a little bit about the results that we got just from a high level in terms of we've worked together for 2 full years already. What type of results are you seeing in terms of how many leads on average per month and how many retained clients you're seeing per
Yeah,
month?
so I think we started late 2021, so it's been a good 2 years. I know we started with about a 3 to 4% click-through rate. Now we're at more of a 7%, so I've seen the numbers go up. Our leads have gone up significantly over the last 2 years, where we're getting close to 75, 80 leads a month, which, I believe we're turning those roughly almost half of them into clients that are retaining. So we're getting probably 3 to 4 leads a day I'm seeing coming through. So it's definitely working out for us at this point. Does that answer the question?
Yeah, that answers the question. And then in terms of where you are in terms of competitors, you want to talk a little bit more about your ranking and what you're seeing when you're searching for, the main keywords that we're going after: bankruptcy attorney near me. Where are you ranking with your competitors?
Yeah, so we're consistently ranking at the top, either number one or number two, barely number two, but consistently it's been number one, like way above even our closest second ranking at times. So that's good. That means the program is working. Google likes it, and
Mhm.
they're running our ads more frequently than I guess our competitors.
Yeah, and one more thing too I wanted to add is in regards to the program, what we typically see is like we'll get the leads come in. Sometimes they won't convert right away. Sometimes they'll take a couple weeks or even months. Do you want to touch on that as well in terms of like what you're seeing on that front?
Right. So those leads that come in and they don't retain, they're always going to be on the back burner, and we find a lot of times a good percentage of those will ultimately come back. They're just not ready yet to jump into, what we have to offer. It takes a little bit more time, or maybe they have some finances that other finances that they need to get in order first. So, but it's all about nurturing those clients, following up with them, and we do see a lot of them coming back and retaining. So, even if the actual retain for a given month doesn't make sense, When we combine that with the residuals that keep coming in from prior
Mhm.
months, then it always makes sense.
Exactly. So I would say that like this type of campaign, even though the main goal is lead generation, we're also doing brand awareness, which is something that's bringing people in the door. And then eventually, they're having the appointments with you, but if they don't convert right away, they'll still remember you. And then when they're ready and when times are really tough, and they're getting sued, then they're going to call you and and actually
Right.
use your
That's the
services.
goal, is continue to blast that brand out there so that, it's in their head when they're ready. They, even if they're not coming back in through the campaign, they're coming back in organically, even better. But it's that branding too. It's another great benefit, you're getting, aside from the actual lead itself. You can look at, okay, how many leads am I going to get a month? Does it make sense to pay all this money? Well, you have to figure you're actually branding your business as well. So, all those impressions, if you have a good campaign where, the images are sticking, the call to action is there, then you're definitely going to come out ahead, regardless of the number of retains you actually get in a given month.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it.
For sure. Anytime, Michelle.
Thank you.